G-Stars A. Hi, Shock. Sorry for the delay. Had to eat food. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not capable of sustaining myself off of willpower alone. As funny as that would be. I, in fact, do not live my entire life in front of my computer. Which, I don't even know how some people manage to do that. Like, you really lose all the options you have when it comes to eating semi-decent meals if you do stuff like that. Not the fucking anagram of my name. What the hell is this? Some people really are cuckoo crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Mr. Pants. Who the fuck is Mr. Pants? Oh my god, my throat. My throat is not happy right now. Oh, right. Okay, we're gonna get started real soon. Just gotta do the thing. It's 7:30. Okay, so welcome back to the Genius of Sappheiros. Last time we managed to beat up the two buns. Buns, which proved to be a real hassle. This is the wrong... I keep forgetting what save file I need to be on. Give me a second. I see the first one. I think it has a longer amount of time. I think, oh, surely that one must be the one. And then no, I'm wrong. I'm silly. No, it's this one. So yes, last time we beat up the two bunnies guarding the entrance of Eirin, and with them out of the picture, you go on a psychedelic trip. Oh my god. And hopefully get to the ones that we're actually here for. Whoa. Marissa, I don't think those were mushrooms, Marissa. Three ways to go. Which way, Kappa? Let's go straight up. Element Galdo. So funny that this fucking equipment is still called just the understanding of hammers. But okay. 25% damage resistance to elemental damage. Might be useful on certain characters later on, so I'll just keep that in my back pocket for now. They don't want me going up there, so I guess we'll head left. Oh. Oh fuck, they jumped. Damn, bitch! Alright, we just got started. Getting. Damn, probably should have remembered to.
Oh, wow. Thanks so much.
Oh, Jacko, thank you so much for the follow. This fucking sucks, though. Oh no. Shit. Alice is fucking dead. Both. I can unstun them at least. Nah, Notori's fucking dead, but at least Yomu's no longer blind. Whoa, Touhou. Who though? Thanks, chat. Stay alive, Satori, please. Okay, good damage. Double's last word. Can't use Satori's though, because she's dead. Yomu's barely alive. I need to heal off. No. Why was it faster? Fuck. Well. Damn. Hi, Del. Okay. Gotta remember, toxic arts, my beloved. Let's see. Probably poison breath, heat ray, and the goal. Starblaze and Shadowbone. Yeah. Right. Give her a bit more defense, just so she doesn't eat shit all the time. I'm gonna put this back into... extra MP? I might put into extra MP and then infliction, right? And then... this one... I just gotta remember what I need to switch out and in. That one. Alright, should be fine. I think everything else. I just got unlucky in that moment, but sometimes it happens. Alright, we're heading back to the lift. Discount Kaguya? That's crazy. We're gonna have her do that just so that just so we can prevent the squishier ones from eating shit too quickly. Oh. I'm fucking sorry. I got fucking DO'd. What was that about? Okay, well, I can still make this work. Unless, yeah. Is it the ninja that's inflicting death? I think it might be. I guess just pop res up, just to avoid. Yeah, I had a feeling that might have been it. Okay. Ugh. That was a crit, but it's fine, because it didn't do the thing. Launch the Kappa now. Fuck you. Okay, good to know. If I see those Genin, very important to pop res up. I feel like, does she not have the thing that... She does have the thing that prevents stuff, and she still ate shit. Damn. Let me check the Resez. Okay, so Lycanthrope, Light, and Earth. Okay, and Slash, I guess, to an extent. Moon Resident, Darkness, Yaksha. Yep, as expected. Okay, so guess we start here. No need for res up right now. We'll go for poison though. Oh hey, learned that. Poison? Hell yeah. Poison breath? Ellie? Hit the ones in the front. Just get Satori out of Berserk. And she died anyways. Okay. Somehow this is still fine. Let's just Meteorama. Motherfucker, stop with the goddamn JoJo references. It's not funny. Not like this anyways. There's still Berserk though. Oh my god. Damn. More BS. Maybe I need to check my equipment. Or like, I should say like my armor and weaponry. Specifically the armor, see? We did get new recipes from beating up the bunnies, so... I made that one. Doesn't look like anything new here. Alright. They require sunflower seeds, which we don't have. Well, seems like every battle, Sanai is going to need resistance up. Which isn't the worst thing, it's just good to know now that that skill is going to be super important. So, alright, shouldn't feel bad about using it then. Yeah, we tried the left side, let's try the right side now. What's on the right? Oh my god. Well, what are the resistances on these guys? Practically nothing. Okay. Okay, where is it? Rise up. I had a feeling one of those was gonna be poison. Okay. So, how's chat doing? Because, like I said, I'm sorry for starting the stream like later than usual, but I did have to eat food. Unfortunately, I am not able to live purely off of willpower, determination, and imagination, so I did have to make sure I ate food. I don't know how people even live like that, to be honest. Like the whole, like, almost sedentary style. Like, I mean, to an extent, I kind of was like that, but that was like extraneous factors leading into it. I don't know how people willingly do that kind of thing. I don't know. It feels good to like. It feels good to like stretch my legs, do some stuff. I feel like it'd be abhorrently boring just to sit out and do. Just sit at my computer chair all day, every day. I feel like that'd be terribly boring, at least for me. Wow. Okay, so nothing terribly. Okay, so we have to go down the left side, is basically what I understand. Oh boy. Okay. Rise up, as usual. Feels like it's an achievement to make it past turn 1. Like that's when the fight becomes infinitely easier. Okay. Alright, we can just... Let me check something for gore. Hmm. How what? Oh no. Okay. I don't like the way that I don't like the way the computer drive is looking at me. I don't like the cut of its jib. No poison? Dang. Oh, a shield. Res up just because I'm not dealing with that stupid time stop spell. I learned my lesson. I am not fucking with it. I understand its potency. Also exhaust voice. That's also... Oh, lunatic voice. My bad. Nice. Oh, God damn it, Notori. It's fine. Oh, what? Whoops. Need to attack this guy. Bottom guy's paralyzed, so he's really not much of a threat at all. So we can just focus on beating up this guy. And done. Okay. Could go up. Or hey, what's going on down here? Oh, a treasure chest. Phoenix feather. Res poison. Oh my god, that was a crit. Oh, was that a crit too? Oh my god. Do we need Satori? Honestly, I'd rather have her than not. Oh yeah, you can check. That means it should be... Does it nullify light and dark? Is that what it's saying? It nullifies light and dark. Okay. At least I know what it means now. Satori got fucking deleted. Oh my god. Oh, I knew this would happen. I foresaw this. It's okay, she's back. Ah, 2 moons? Fuck. Means I gotta pop res otherwise. Stop it! Okay, severe poison to everyone. Awesome. Love to see it. Yeah. Shadow Boon. Oh, Energy Bolt. Will you cut that out? Alright, We got 2 new skills on Satori, I saw. First off, I'm gonna take Dark Breath. A lot of the enemies here are weak to Dark specifically, so I think it might be better to stack up on those. Lunatic Voice inflicts Berserk. Shadow Boom. First. Energy Bolt just for some true damage. And what else? I suppose I could take Tentacle just for the absurd damage it has, or damage stat. Specifically. It's really good. Where are Marissa's commander spells again? It's... yeah. Chew. Oh my god. Fucking Yukuri! And it immediately ran away. Okay, cool. We've only managed to kill one of those things. Oh, we can't get in here. Elemental Sphere. Oh my god. Is this how you get your sick kicks? What? It's just an ordinary enemy encounter. Oh my goodness. I absolutely need res up. If I don't get res up, I'm fucking dead. Okay, we avoided. Okay, one dead. Don't crit Sanae, please. Do not crit Sanae. Okay, Yomo can handle the Scorpios then. Let's try Dark Breath, just to see how much damage she does right now. Damn! Like, no damage. Okay. It is influenced by HP, so it's probably why, but... Something like Mystic damage? No. Easy fuck him up. Hell yeah. Extra power point on Satori. I'm running Sanae ragged, but I absolutely... I need it or else I die. I am HDD crash causing removal, because the thing is you can't revive from removal. So if that happens to the party wide, I am just gone. I better keep my ass in the plus res or I'm cooked. Oh, you don't like fire? That's a shame. So removal is basically a jacked up version of insta-death. It instantly kills the party member that it inflicts, but it makes it so that they don't get any experience points and they can't be revived in that battle. It's like they're literally deleted from existence. Damn, my fucking magic. Ooh. Fuck. What a cool game. I still do love this game, but... Man. I'm tired of the Scorpios, man. I want to be rid of the Scorpios. Let's try a tentacle. Damn. Why don't you spin my face and call me a slur next time, too? Okay, it was only Yomu. Okay, it was only... Oh! Oh, Satori learned it! Wait, that's huge. Satori learned it. Oh my god, Satori has it now. Where is it? There it is. Time stop. Deals mystic damage and inflicts stop on all enemies. Fucked up, evil, and I'm living for it. Give me that. I'm curious to see it in action. Alright, pop. Pop goes the res, and let's just try time stop. Let's see. Don't do that on me. That's mean. Okay. Avoid the magic interrupt. We did stop the broom. How long does it last for? Okay, one turn. Poison. Oh, energy bomb. What is my favorite Fire Emblem character personality-wise? There's a few answers for that. So I really do like the sort of shy, anxious sort of characters, or the characters with bad social skills. So like obviously Bernadetta, as an example. But I also do enjoy. So, like I'm thinking, like right, like in something like Engage. Engage has like very wild characterization, and I love a lot of the characters there. Like Rosado, Tamara, Zelkov. Pick one character from Engage. If I had to pick one character from Engage, honestly, would probably say it's Rosado. Rosado's probably my favorite character in terms of personality. Not just Engage. Oh, just from across the entire series? My favorite character personality-wise. Hmm. Honestly, probably, yeah, it's Bernadetta. Bernadetta is probably my favorite character, personality-wise. 3 you goodies! All on a pile. Maybe we could try time stop. I know they're supposed to be the golden hand equivalents, but I feel like there should be something that prevents them from just running away on the first turn. Like, I feel like that should be a check. Not this shit again. Oh my goodness. Squidward. But yeah, I think Bernadetta is. Yeah. Giga Crush it. Like, there's something about Bernadetta that's just enjoyable to me in a way that, like, I feel like a lot of people, like, I like her for a lot of the reasons that people don't like her. I feel like, I don't know, like, I don't find them to be deal breakers. I quite enjoy the anxiety-ridden little shit. Although, I think that kind of extends to a lot of... I seemingly just like a lot of Fire Emblem characters that are in some way controversial. And it's not even on purpose. I'm not even trying to be like a contrarian or anything. No, it's just characters I like end up being ones that other people really don't like. God damn it, we just did this! I think, yeah, I think it's just the writing of free houses doesn't do a lot of favors in terms of her supports because almost all of her C supports start the same, and a lot of them are played for last, which can sort of be off-putting to people. And the thing is, like, I understand that, but I feel like, I don't know, like, a lot of people just stop there, you know, like they see the C supports and it's just like, okay, well, bad character, bad character. They don't really go any further than that, and I feel like that's a bit disingenuous, you know, because she is an interesting character. And I feel like Three Hopes also does a good job of, like, showcasing, like, how much more poignant Bernadetta's character can be. Honestly, I'm not gonna deal with this. Sanai doesn't have enough MP to spam res, so I'm just gonna leave. Armor of Darkness. Dark Resistance. Well, no one here really cares about Dark Res, so I'll just put it on someone just to make sure. But, yeah, I think Three Hopes, in general, has done a lot for the characters, because the characters sort of, in Three Hopes specifically, are, like, the supports they are given tend to be a lot more, I would say more, like, impactful for the character. I don't know if that's exactly the way I would describe it, honestly, but that's kind of the way it feels like. There are a lot of things I can say about Three Hopes in terms of it being like a Warriors game, and like I've said this like multiple times to many different people. Like I really do think Three Hopes is like one of my biggest disappointments in terms of it being a crossover of two of my favorite franchises. But I think in terms of like how it handles the Fire Emblem part of it, especially the characters of like Fodlan, I think it does it really well. I think the game does a lot of justice. State your shit, King. Thank you very much. I'm happy to hear you say that. But yeah, like I do think Three Hopes has done wonders. Because like even characters like Byleth, right? Even characters like Byleth, who during Three Houses were criticized for being, you know, very boring, very nothing burger character because they were literally silent. In Three Hopes, got a wave of supporters after seeing how they were written there, because it turns out when you actually let them talk and have a place in the story, they're interesting. Gave us the best designs of most of the Three Houses cast at least, and Shez is very, very funny. Shez is very funny and very cool. You cannot deny Shez that. Diamond Shock. No poison? Dang. I really do feel like it is simply just a case of a lot of the problems, you could say, with Three Houses and his characters. Yes, the fuck ass stupid haircut that Bernadetta has is like peak. It is peak. It is like everyone knows it looks stupid, but it's so stupid it's wonderful because like it's the fact that it looks so goofy. It's perfect. Because it looks like it was something she couldn't be asked to like actually properly do. It is cute, which I mean that's kind of a subjective thing on my end because I think Bernadette is always cute. However, it's great. I need to cut it off. Thank you, Yomo. You really carried us this fight, but. Like, it's just so goofy and wonderful because of that. Because say what you will about it, right? Like a lot of people said it looks silly, it looks stupid, but you remember it, don't you? You can't deny that it's very memorable. Like, I feel like I was kind of the mantra with Three Hopes' designs is like deviating the character in such a way that whatever change they make sticks out and is memorable. Like, you know, I remember like Felix's ponytail, Petra's hairnet, Bonnet. God bless Bonnet. That is so cute, so wonderful. It's Peem. And like I said, in terms of like Fire Emblem, right? Like, will you fuck off? Oh my god. You don't need to do it twice. But in terms of Fire Emblem representation and giving us more content for Three Houses, I think Three Hopes is great. It expands on the world, the characters, in a meaningful and interesting way. A lot of my problems with Three Hopes comes from the gameplay from like a mainline Warriors perspective. Like, as you know, as someone who plays like actual Dynasty Warriors, and is familiar with how those games work. This is the third Yukuri I've run into this dungeon, and as far as I'm aware, this dungeon doesn't have an increased rate of encountering these guys. I've run into more of these than I have over the past 3 weeks of streaming this game, I'm pretty sure. What the fuck is happening? Well, is this... I mean, they all retreat, so it's not like it even matters, but I'm just so weird. Like, why? It make no sense. But yeah, as I was saying, a lot of my complaints stem from a gameplay perspective, not necessarily like a fan service or an expansion perspective. So, in that sense, I think Three Hopes is something that I would recommend to Fire Emblem fans, especially fans of Three Houses, but I'm hesitant to recommend it to Warriors fans, if that makes sense. Like, it has its appeal mostly centered on the Fire Emblem side, not necessarily the Warriors. Which I think is kind of a shame, because the mechanics of Warriors can lend itself really well to Fire Emblem. It's just, if you chose to make... Like, if you choose to make... what is it? If you choose to make it more like Dynasty Warriors, you inherently kind of lose the ability to make it what you want it to be. I feel like it would be good for a casual fan of both. I agree. I think, like, if you casually enjoy either series, it's a great time. Again, I'm mostly talking about it from me as like a hardcore enthusiast of both series. Another bot? Come on. Come on. Cringe. 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 Like... It's kind of why, like, I have to preface anytime I talk about Three Hopes with the preface that I am coming at this from a elitist perspective of Warriors games, and especially Dynasty Warriors. Like, if you're a casual fan of either, I really don't think any of this actually matters to you. This is just stuff that I noticed because I'm kind of a fucking loser sometimes about these kinds of things. And it's just stuff I enjoy talking about. A lot of the time, it really is just... Well, a lot of the time, right? Like, I feel like... I feel like Three Hopes really did the best it could. Because inherently, it is first and foremost a Fire Emblem game. So you can't break too many Fire Emblem conventions. Even if it's based on another game series. But at the same time, it is those potential deviations. Well, yeah, you can. Well, yeah, you could. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. But what I was gonna say is, like, it is those deviations. It's the way in which it deviates in which Dynasty Warriors sort of holds its strength as a game series. I'm gonna try to run into and is not accepting a sequel. Not expecting a sequel to do stuff that has never been done before in that series. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do. Like, kind of, like, you have to stick to the series norms. Because Yeah, yeah. Because sometimes when you do it wrong, like I'm thinking about, since we're on the topic, I'm thinking about Dynasty Warriors 6, where they completely overhauled the way. Oh, I feel like a Trap Door 2 is not expecting a sequel to. Yeah. It's like Dynasty Warrior 6, where they completely overhauled the combat system, and people didn't like it. So they ended up reverting a lot of the changes they made from 6 to 7. But the thing about that is that even though they went back to the core gameplay of like 5 and prior, they still kept a lot of the changes that people did like in 6, like being able to wield multiple weapons or having sort of a more freeform combo system with its weak and strong attacks rather than having it sort of meld together. Like the concept is suggested and fans say, oh, that will never happen, and it does. Yeah, because I think the thing people sort of have to remember is like a lot of like series nowadays are sort of built on the principle of this idea is dramatically different, but we might as well try. Like the example I'm thinking of right now is the Persona series, because Persona 1 and 2 were a lot closer to the original Shin Megami Tensei games. It was only in Persona 3 that they introduced like the social link system and the day-to-day system, calendar system that ended up becoming Persona's defining like feature or like gameplay style, and that was a risk. That was a thing that hadn't been done in Mega 10 ever prior to that. And they wouldn't have known it worked until they tried it in 3, and guess what? People loved it, so they kept it around. And I think, I think especially for, I think especially for crossover, especially for like crossovers or games where they take the gameplay formula of another, I feel like you should be allowed a few more creative liberties. I feel like Three Hopes. If Three Hopes was more like, what if Fire Emblem was like a Dynasty Warriors? I feel like that would have been way cooler. Like taking the world of Fodlan and its characters and putting them through a Romance of the Three Kingdoms styled story. I think that would have been cooler, honestly. Because one of the appeals and one of the reasons why Romance of the Three Kingdoms is such a highly regarded literature novel. I'm sorry, I'm paused. I basically paused the game right now because I'm getting really invested in this. Okay, so like the reason why it is so popular in China is because it is a dramatic retelling of historical events, and because it takes creative liberties with its romanticization of events, the author was able to take these historical figures and inject them with so much personality, character, ambitions, and tragedies and stuff that they felt bigger than life, right? Like, if you've ever seen any mythological thing reference Chinese mythology, you'll almost certainly see characters like Guan Yu, Lu Bu, Zhuge Liang, Cao Cao, characters like that. Those are all from Romance of the Three Kingdoms, and they're all centerpiece important characters. And I I think I think that's something that Fire Emblem, especially Three Houses, could have worked with, because like I think people know at this point that Three Houses, the original, was developed partly or co-developed with Koei Tecmo, which is the company that makes the Warrior series. So, it makes sense that when they're helping to herald a Fire Emblem game, they're gonna take some inspiration from Romance of the Three Kingdoms, with the obviously the Three Kingdom system, and I mentioned this before, but each of the three house leaders, in some way, take some character traits from one of the three figureheads of Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I think the way it was like Edelgard resembles Cao Cao, Dimitri resembles Lu Bu, or not Lu Bu, sorry, Liu Bei, or Zhuangyi, and then Claude resembles Sun Quan. Um, with because Cao Cao, like Edelgard, was the most ambitious, the one with the biggest plans, and also the one with like the most morally gray compass. I saw it. Don't worry. Yeah. Sort of like Cao Cao, who again, ambition, who was primarily defined by his ambition to conquer China as his own, and okay, so and then Liu Bei is Dmitri, as since Liu Bei is often heralded as sort of the most morally righteous character in this historical context. He was the one that sort of mostly prioritized stuff like the well-being of the people, fairness and justice and equality, much like how Dmitri starts as a very paragon example of a knight and a king. And spoiler, but they both kind of go off the deep end near the end of their time in the story. And then Claude is sort of the weakest comparison, but Sun Quan and the kingdom of Wu, which is the kingdom he leads, are known for constantly switching sides and jumping between alliances as necessary to see them fit. Probably the most famous duology is Wu teams up with Shu to fend off Cao Cao at the Battle of Red Cliffs, but then later on, Wu betrays Shu and teams up with Wei to take Fang Castle and kill Guan Yu. So those are the parallels that exist, and the reason I bring all this up is because if Three Hopes was about that, and I think, okay, so from a storytelling perspective, I really do think the biggest thing that is holding the story of Three Hopes back is that you pick a kingdom at the beginning, and that kingdom guarantees wins the war. The fact that you never lose, story-wise, is a problem. But while I have that note in mind, I'm gonna continue the story just so I can continue like grinding and stuff. I left security to Udonge and Touhou. Let's see how they do. Now, then, just what have you been doing this whole time? Playing a game? A game? It's this thing I had the rabbits buy me from Cordindo. It's a game from the outside world, I guess. So you've brought more junk into... Oh, whatever. Oh my. What's wrong, Eirin? Udonge and Touhou were defeated, it seems. At this rate, they'll reach us sooner or later. The Hakure Shrine Maiden and her group. I died? What's the deal with this infuriating funeral screen? And there wasn't even anything on that stupid treasure map. This game sucks. It's total trash. Good grief, princess. By the way, Eirin? What is it? I know the Hakure Shrine Maiden's important and all, but what about, you know... No movements to report yet. I see. Until they make a move, there's nothing we could do on our end. Yeah, you're right. All we can do is sit and wait for the Hakure Shrine Maiden. Precisely. Now come, Hakude Reimu. Let us see that power of yours once more. The funeral scene? That makes me think the game they bought for Kaguya is Takeshi's Challenge. Because if I remember correctly, the game over in that scene is game over screen is a funeral, like a jump cuts to a funeral, and the core of that game is built on a treasure map that's like a misnomer, if I remember correctly. I don't remember too much about it, but it would make sense if she finds the game stupid. But as I was saying, a big part of sort of like Dynasty Warrior storytelling is that because it's following an established story, certain things have to happen at certain times. And that means that the writers of the games are able to prepare in advance because they know exactly what's gonna happen. Like in Three Hopes, and this is the case for like basically every Fire Emblem game that doesn't that like this applies to basically every Fire Emblem game, so it's not even a Three Hopes specific thing. Like, don't get me wrong on that part, but trickle and strength, yeah. What I was saying was, okay, is that because the developers and the writers don't know when, if or when certain characters are going to be alive or dead, they instead have to like rely on only having certain characters be in certain places or talking at certain points, and that can be kind of off-putting and lead to situations where it feels like only certain characters really matter. Like, I think Engage kind of had like the best way of handling it to an extent, where there are specific chapters where if you're playing on Classic, certain characters won't actually die, like die, they'll only retreat during certain portions where they're required for cutscenes. This mostly applies to like the siblings of the main lords. So like, so this applies to Saline, Alchrist, Hortensia, and Fogado. But they'll retreat during chapters, between chapters where they're needed for cutscenes. Like, they'll still be unusable as if they died on Classic, because it is, but they'll only retreat to justify them still being alive in cutscenes where they're needed. But all this to say that, like, it's something that Fire Emblem has historically had a huge problem with, but it's something that could have been waved away and made more poignant in Three Hopes, because it takes after Dynasty Warriors, and Dynasty Warriors is a game series where people die all the fucking time, because again, for historic retelling, sometimes characters just eat shit and die. Like, there's a few examples. Like, for example, in Wei's storyline, you meet a fierce warrior early on named Dian Wei. Cao Cao recruits him, and you play as him for a couple chapters, and he's pretty strong. He's pretty good, and he's got an interesting character. But historically, Dian Wei dies helping cover Cao Cao's retreat from an ambush in a castle. I don't remember what the name of the castle is, but that's what basically happens. So, because the developers know that Dian Wei is going to die, like, pretty soon, at least in games like 7, with their more focus put on the story, they spend more time showcasing his interactions with other characters like Shushu or Xiahou Dun, to sort of characterize him and get as much out of him before he then dies. And his death cutscene as well is played dramatically straight. Like, oh, this is where I came from. I'm silly. But they play it up, and, for good reason. It works. Like that's the thing with Chinese dramas. We play up fucking everything. Everything's dramatic. But what was I gonna say? I feel like I lost my train of thought. Dang it. That's the problem with making an interquel and a strength. What exactly do you mean by that? I'm curious. I feel like I know what you're trying to say, but I don't want to like misinterpret it. It's 1,000 damage. Oh my goodness. Well, I did see it. I just didn't know how to. I just didn't understand exactly what it meant at the time. Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, okay. Now, now it's like clicking in my head. Okay, okay, I get you. Yeah, it's and again, I don't think the system that they have in Three Hopes is necessarily bad. Like again, this is don't remember. It's okay. I feel like a lot of people inherently understand what you're talking about, even if they don't remember exactly what that entails. But yeah. So like again, this is inherently just something that I really care about only because I am a fucking nerd that cares maybe a bit too much, but like I don't know. I feel like it when I talk about it, right? It is mostly under the context that I think Three Hopes could have done better, or rather, I feel like Three Hopes doesn't take advantage of the strengths that Dynasty Warriors has to offer. I feel like that's the way I could put it. Like, there's like it's like the feeling of like there's a lot of things that Three Hopes does or doesn't do rather that is done in mainline and just kind of feels weird that it doesn't do that. So like an example, this is probably the thing that I sort of look to most when it comes to the idea of what is it? When it comes to the idea of something they could have borrowed, which is weapon diversity. Now, I understand they wanted to keep the weapon system that was in Three Houses, but at the same time, one of the things that made one of the things about Dynasty Warriors you have to remember is that almost every character is some like random historical figure from Chinese culture. So the majority of players are not going to know who the fuck these people are. And with that in mind though, they're still able to poignantly convey characterization, and the way they do that is through weapons and animation. At least in Dynasty, this started in like Dynasty Warriors 7, but it was most like well done or like pushed to the extreme in Dynasty Warriors 8, because in Dynasty Warriors 8, every single character had a weapon unique to them. I think almost every single character did. I think there were like a few exceptions, but basically everyone had their own unique, right? And because of that, Yeah, and what I was gonna say is that a big part of like knowing how they are as characters is the type of weapon they use and how they use it. So like, because every weapon is tailored to a specific one, the way they wield the weapon and the animations and the playstyle that it encourages tells you about the character. So like for example, obviously there were a lot of swords, right? A lot of swords, but Touhou uses the General's Sword, which has more of an emphasis on sweeping AoE attacks and summoning ghostly soldiers to follow your orders. Gives the impression that whoever wields it is sort of dominant, oppressing, with wide area of control and soldiers at his command to fight for him. But compare that to, say, Jotai with his curved sword, which is more like a typical katana, or Sumashir with his lightning sword, which is this ridiculously long sword with electrical properties. And you can apply this thought process to like the entire armory of weapons. And I feel like you could easily do something similar in Three Hopes if you're allowed to branch off from the weapons that Three Houses established. This is the example I use all the time because it features Bernadetta, so obviously I still remember it. But no, hi, good to see you here. Just talking. But an example I think of all the time is like the three archers in Three Houses from the three different classes. So Bernadetta, Ignatz, and Ash. In Three Hopes, they all functionally play the same, which is kind of dumb because they're all such different and unique characters from each other. Like their basic moveset, like the bulk of their gameplay should not feel similar to each other, you know? But you look at, but like, so like for example, consider Ash, right? Ash is a knight in training. He is someone who idolizes he's someone who idolizes the bravery, chivalry of knighthood. So you could do something like you could have him play similar to Xiahou Yuan in older Dynasty Warriors games, or even modern ones in Dynasty Warriors 8, where he has a club bow hybrid. But for Ash, it could be like a sword bow hybrid, or whatever, or axe, whichever proficiency you want him to have, where his normal attacks are comprised of like sword or melee weapon swings. But for his strong attacks, he decides to pull out his bow and use those for extra range, coverage, and damage, whatever. That way, even though he's technically an archer, his playstyle encourages you to get into the thick of combat and fight enemies up close, like just like a true knight. Anyways, Ignatz is probably the character that has the closest thing to a defining gimmick, but it honestly isn't enough. Because he has his paint mechanic, where he can lay down paint and it deals damage, and that's cool and all, and I'm glad he does have that, but I feel like it should be expanded on more to really make him stand out. You know, make him something like Ma Dai with his brush from 7 and onwards, where the lights are on, but make him similar to Ma Dai, where he can lay down bombs or otherwise coat entire areas with paint and basically be able to. Oh no, no, stop! But make him something like that, where he can lay down paint traps and bombs and be able to detonate them at will. And then Bernadetta, obviously, she, as we learn from both like a lot of things, but the reason why she becomes an archer, and especially one, and like later on a bow knight, is because she doesn't like getting close to her enemies. So make her something like the flame bow in Dynasty Warriors 8, where it's defined by its high mobility as a bow, and its ability to snipe from long away or far away due to being able to like sort of aim down sights. There's no sights on a bow, but like basically manual aiming. Even though none of them technically changed their weapon, like we only gave Ash an additional weapon, the other two didn't really change. Just the play style, the way they play. You can tweak each character to be more interesting and more true to who they are as characters, because they're all so distinct from each other, especially in Three Houses, right? Like ever since Awakening, every character has been so poignantly unique to each other. They're not meant to be interchangeable. We're not in the era of what is it? Fucking Shadow Dragon giving you replacement characters and paralogs if you fuck up too many times and get them killed. That is not the era we live in anymore. I think these characters should be expressed. Thoughts on what as a whole? Like, I want to make sure I'm answering your question correctly. A major improvement. Oh, like having more distinct and unique characters. Yes, I do think it's good. Because like one of the big things about Fire Emblem, especially if you're playing on classic true to its nature, is sort of supposed to be the heavier losses of war, you know, like, you know, everyone expects to die in battle. I think it's a good thing. I think for the people who don't like to play on classic, it gives, or it sort of, I think for the people who don't like to lose units, it gives them an incentive to get better at the game, learn its mechanics to keep its units alive. Oh, that motherfucker reflects poison, but thankfully he cursed, so I'm not going to worry about that actually. But, and for the people who do like to like stick with losses, it makes those losses more devastating because those are fleshed out characters. It's not just, you know, generics, throwaway characters, whatever. It's a character you actually cared about, a character that actually had interesting features to them that you've lost, and you know that can hit different. So I think it is an improvement. I do appreciate that that's a thing. But yeah, as I was talking about earlier, with like the whole the hell is Pain Bond? Why did it murder? Fuck. Oh, whatever. Oh well. I know. It's fine. As I was saying though, with like the whole weapons, you can apply this thought process to like every character. And I feel like that would do a lot to alleviate sort of the problems that people have with Three Hopes' character sort of distribution. Because, for example, one of the big things about Scarlet Blaze that makes it sort of annoying to play through is that you get way too many mages. Especially if you accept the reinforcements during the second half. Bo Bernie is one of my favorite type of Bernie. Me too. Yeah, and I'm happy bows are in a much better position now than they were during like the GBA era. But as I was saying, people probably wouldn't have a problem with all those mages if the mages played differently from each other. Like, So the thing about archers in older Fire Emblem games is that uh, bows are weaker. The archers that you did get tended to be um, pretty bad. And the most important thing was that bows can't counterattack at 2 range. And in the older games, that is very problematic because it meant it was harder to train units. It was harder to position units since they generally had less mobility. And because of that, it was harder to justify using bows because only few units could use bows, and those units tended to not be great. And then we get to like 3 houses where close counter at C rank bows single-handedly elevated the viability of bows to like god tier. Well, not even just bows, actually. Or not even just close counter. There's a lot of things. It's like close counter, and then Hunter's Volley in the sniper class, and then characters like Bernadetta that had Deadeye, combat arts like Enclosure, just the relative cheapness of upgrading bows. Like, bows were cracked in that game. They were on point. They were toned down. They were definitely balanced out in Engage specifically, which is like justified. I don't think bows should be like the best weapon in the entire game. So my favorite weapon type in Fire Emblem is either magic or axes. I love magic because of like the variety of it means that there's multiple ways to sort of build mages. And the sort of 1-2 range makes it really funny to build them up as sort of just build them up as both player phase and enemy phase fuck you machines. And then in Dynasty Warriors, probably my favorite weapon type to play with is like sort of the more unique ones, but like for example, Warfan is probably one of my favorites. It's sort of a pseudo magical weapon, and it's hard to describe without like directly showing it, but it was basically just a little fan that could cast magic. And sometimes that's all you need, really. Whoa, nice damage. How many bots am I gonna get at this rate? They all say the same thing too. So annoying. Oh yeah. Like, I feel like it's so scummy for this to still be a thing. Like, obviously, you're never gonna completely get rid of bots, but favorite personal skill in Engage and in 3 houses. 3 houses is easy. It's a persecution complex, Bernadetta's, because having a +5 guarantee extra damage when not at full HP is like so consistently strong and easy to set up Yeah, it's really fun to use too, because especially in early game, you have to understand a lot of personal abilities make their best strength during the early game of Three Houses. And Bernadetta's is probably one of the best instances of that, like, coming into full effect. Because, especially on higher difficulties, an extra 5 damage is just is game changing. Sometimes 5 damage is all you need to get a kill. And, it's like, yeah. Like, and then in Engage, it's a bit harder, I would say, because personals are a bit more balanced overall, but I would probably have to say Hortensia's big personality, because that's the one that gives her an extra +1 range on staffs. And the reason that one's my favorite is because it's surprisingly useful in a and you also have to remember it's in a game where staffs are universally better than they have been in previous games. Healing, support, even making like big ball plays like rescue, warping, self-warp. All those things become possible, and they become stronger when Hortensia's the one using them. To the point that, like, using Micaiah on Hortensia is like one of the most common things to see in builds or like on teams, just because, like, whether or not you keep Hortensia in her original class or class line, the one that inherently has staves, if you choose to like opt for something else for any reason, you're likely gonna give her Micaiah just so she can still have access to staves whenever she needs to, which is really funny, but it goes to show the power that big personality has. Oh, star shining. A spell. I'll steal it. No one will ever know. Okay, what does she do for core? She does a lot of things, but the most important thing, the reason I brought her up, is that she grants her user the ability to wield staffs up to C rank, no matter what class they're in. Of course, speaking of Engage sort of makes me think, like, I really do love Engage, right? I just kind of wish it had more class variety. Like, if it had more unique and interesting classes, an idea for an Engage spin-off, honestly, they could do a lot of things and I would be happy with it. Engage is kind of... This feels so silly to say. Huh? What's up? Oh, Ideal. Okay, Ideal Engage spinoff. I'm getting jumped by the maid battalion. What the fuck? Oh my god. But if I had to go for the Ideal one... Honestly, I would be down for another Warriors game in the Engage style. I think it could work just as well. Again, Fire Emblem does work well inherently in a Dynasty Warrior style. Whether or not they choose to make it like mainline or not, it still works, right? So I think in that regard, that could work. But what I was saying was, Engage is like characters and cast is so unique in Fire Emblem that I feel like they could do a lot of things and I would still love it. Ideal for me. I mean, that's still Warriors. Like, the only other thing I could think of is, like, Engage fighting game, which would be really silly, but it would be peak. Hmm? What's up? Fire Emblem fighting game would go hard. True. Ah, I think I do. Yeah. I agree. That would be cool. As well, Engage kind of feels like... Engage, honest to God, kind of feels like the Persona 4 of the Fire Emblem series. In that its cast is so versatile, I could really see it doing anything. Like, they, like there could be a Nintendo Direct, and they could drop news about a Fire Emblem Engage dancing game, and I'd be like, yeah, all right, I'm down. And I think I'm okay with that. Like, Engage is inherently a bit more of a lighter tone of a Fire Emblem game. I don't think it needs to be taken super seriously. Like, unless it wants to. Like, for example, the Xenologue, the DLC Xenologue, that was good. You know, I'm not saying they can't do that, but what I am saying is that Fire Emblem has banging music. True. Gonna have Boucheron. We're gonna have fucking Boucheron throwing it down in Flora, in like the fucking port town that was burned by the Four Hounds. You know, it's the natural evolution to the Sylvain dancing video. We're just coming full circle. Don't worry about it. But, yeah. Oh, no. Okay. Honestly, I kind of just want them to make an Engage spin-off. Like, I don't even know if that's like a hot take or not. I don't know if it's a hot take to say you want more Engage content. But I do. I really do. Engage's character design is wonderful. Yeah, I do love it. Probably one of my favorite things about Engage. Yeah, I agree with you there, 100%. Ah. I feel like I don't know. Am I maybe in like a spin-off brain because a lot of the series that I love kind of have the trap of like the series doesn't get spin-offs, but I love the characters from a specific entry so much I want to see them again kind of feeling. Maybe making it a Chanty tradition to talk about Rune Factory on stream, but regardless of whether or not Rune Factory even applies, but talking about like I don't know, maybe I am spoiled on Persona specifically. Yappa Rune Factory? Oh baby, I sure will. But I feel like I'm kind of spoiled on like series like Persona, where each entry gets like a million spin-offs, and you really learn the depths of each character. Because like my favorite Rune Factory cast is Rune Factory 4, and the most we got of learning more about these characters is Margaret and Doug in 5, and that's cool and all. Like, you know, cool that they're there, but I miss my wife. I miss my wife, chat. I miss her a lot. Fuck, I don't want to deal. I don't want to deal. Get away from me, you stinky. I'm just trying to navigate Ante. Because I feel like I've gone back. Yeah. Like, okay, so Rune Factory. Yeah, so what do I like about the series so much? Okay, so I first discovered. So I knew about Rune Factory for a while because I watched YouTubers who talked about it, but I never really gave it much thought, right? Then, I think it was 2, maybe 3 years ago, over winter break. You know, I was just relaxing, had nothing better to do, so I decided to. I had just recently downloaded Citra, so I was looking for games to legally obtain, notwithstanding. And as I was looking around, I saw a recommendation for this game called Rune Factory 4, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I got nothing better to do. I might as well try it, you know? I feel like I've heard about it before, and I never really gave it a shot, so what could go wrong? Well, nothing went wrong, it's just that my life was forever changed. I spent practically the entire winter break playing Rune Factory 4, and only Rune Factory 4. I think what I love about the series so much is that, much like Persona, it combines two gameplay styles, or I guess if you want to be pedantic, game genres, in a way where both sides work towards each other. So like in Persona, right? The like dating sim, interaction sim thing, it's not just like for nothing, right? You interact with people to learn more about characters, to get the Arcana buff when you're fusing. Fuck? What's wrong? Was there a loud beep? I didn't hear anything on my end. Sorry about that. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry to hear. Or I guess not hear. Wish I knew what it was. Sorry, yeah. If I knew what it was, I'd be able to fix it, but I didn't hear anything like that, so... sorry. Sorry, chat. What I was saying, though, is... in Persona, it's not just for shits and giggles that... Now I have a timestamp. Oh, true. I can look back and see. Okay. Is that... You don't just do it just for shits and giggles. You do it so that you gain extra EXP upon fusion, as well as in Persona 5, confidants give abilities. So that's also an incentive. And in general, it gives you something to do during the daytime eras, and the characters are interesting enough to hook you in and make you want to do that. In Rune Factory is something similar, because it combines farming sim with dungeon crawling RPGs. But both of those gameplay styles work with each other. Progress in one gives you progress in another. So like the farming, right? Obviously farming gives you money, it gives you gifts to give to other villagers to raise their relationship level. But not only is there not only are there weapons and shields you can actually grow, and like the power of those equipments are determined by how well you take care of them during the farming sim part, but you also can take care of animals or monsters, and not only can they serve as companions in battle, but they also give item drops, which means that if there's a specific monster that drops something that you need, you can tame that monster, and every day, as long as you feed it, it'll give you that item every day. So you don't have to like go out and painfully grind hundreds of groups of enemies hoping that it drops what you need. You could just tame a few and you'll get a steady supply. And then vice versa, when you're out in the field, you can mine ores and minerals that help you to build extra amenities or certain things such as extra cooking tables, crafting tables, stuff like that. Oh my god! Fucking bitch slap Satori! Oh my... What the fuck am I looking at? Bitch, what the fuck? Okay, so, as I was trying to talk about, Squid Games, truly, what the fuck? Oh my god. When you're out in the field, you can mine minerals and resources that you need, but as well, the dungeon is also how you find those monsters to tame them. You can find extra farm fields, and leveling up also increases your RP gauge, which increases the amount of actions you can do per day, at least without having to like refill. So that's what I mean. Like, that's what I mean when I say it. Like, or that's what I'm talking about. Like, you're not just playing like two different game genres in one. It's that they're working together, and like when you're playing the game, it's not like, oh well, I did my dungeon crawling, now to go back to the farm and do the thing and then reset. No, it's like everything you're doing in some way contributes to one or another. When you're out in the field, you mine minerals, and those minerals help you to craft certain things that you might need, maybe to romance a specific character, or maybe to help get you to the next appliance that you need. Because cooking can be a bitch sometimes. And it's you know, it's like, because of that, neither like core aspect of the games feel like they're misplaced or like they don't belong with each other, because they do. You can't have Rune Factory without one or the other. So, you know, it's just... So that's why I love the series so much. It's just really fun to play. It's a satisfying gameplay loop. Where it feels like you're always making progress. You're always making progress because whether you're doing the farming part or you're doing the dungeon crawling part, you're always doing something. And I do wish more people played Rune Factory, because I would love to have more people to yap about this series too, but not many people have experienced it at all, which makes me kind of sad, but it's kind of understandable. It's only recently that Rune Factory really has, like, risen from the damn dead. Like, for all intents and purposes, there was a point in time where Rune Factory was dead in the water. A lot of well-designed characters too. True! That's kind of the thing with, like, these kinds of games. They need to have appealing characters and character designs, because you're going to be spending most of your time with those characters. So obviously the player has to care about them if they want to make sure. You got to make sure the player cares about the characters. And I think they do a great job with that. Poison! Yes. Oh, fuck. Shao Pai, my beloved. Okay. Sometimes it really is just... I think the only thing is... Kinda wish there was a multiplayer Rune Factory. Maybe in the same vein as Stardew, but... Mainly because I just like Rune Factory more than I like Stardew. So... I would love to be able to do that, but... Unless they surprise drop that as a thing in, like, 6... Doesn't seem like that's gonna be coming true anytime soon. Same? Yeah. And... I think part of it is that I just really like, I just really like the gameplay loop. I really like the characters. I think it's fun. It's enjoyable. The only thing is it kind of has the Dream Team effect where the initial part especially in 4. Oh, what the? No, 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 no. Are you kidding me? But in some, oh fuck. I'm back in this part of the building again, so I might as well reset because, yeah, it's very handholdy, especially in the prologue, which like I kinda get, mostly in the context of there's just a lot of story they want to set up, like, which is fine. I don't mind them taking the time to establish certain characters, but it also means that like replaying 4 can be kind of hard because much like replaying Dream Team, there's so many things you have to sit through, and going from like having all the tools that you do even in like mid game and then going to like the tutorial is like very jarring, and it's just hard. Example in Dream Team, you have to sit through the motion controls. Right, and that's kind of annoying because you already know what to expect. It's just game keeps asking you to do it though, and I gotta get out of here. Oh, like Rune Factory 5 and especially 3 are infinitely faster in terms of like the prologue. And again, I understand why, but it can still be kind of annoying to deal with, you know? Like, I feel like it didn't have to be that way. Especially because I'm pretty sure the game does have New Game Plus, so... I don't know. Don't let that dissuade you from playing Rune Factory 4 though. It is probably one of my biggest video game recommendations in general. Unless you're like a huge hater of both dungeon crawling RPGs and farming sims, which, you know, very specific things to be a hater of, but you know, it's your life, not mine. Don't care. But otherwise, I still do hold to that opinion. I forever will. I really do. And, you know, really just makes me think, like, I'm hoping that Rune Factory 6 and Guardians of Azumas, was it? I think it was Azumas. That those two keep expanding the Rune Factory formula. I really do wish the best for this series. I'm so happy it's alive again. You have to understand, until Rune Factory 5, there was nothing in between that and Rune Factory 4. And Rune Factory 5 was like, what was it? I gotta double check my facts to make sure I'm not going crazy. Rune Factory 4 release. Yeah, it was like 2012, 2014. And then if you want to count special, that was like 2019, 2020, which was around the time that we got actually Rune Factory 5. Because Rune Factory 5 came out in 2021. So between like 2012, 2013, and like 2021, Rune Factory was just presumed dead. That series was gone. It's only now with the Guardians of Azumas spin-off and Rune Factory 6 in development that this series actually is like alive again, and I could not be happier. This is like peak. I am so happy. I just like it when it is done poorly. You mean the the prologue part, or question mark, or do you mean something else? I know when you said the message, but I forgot what the context. I did notice the message, okay? I just forgot. Oh, shit. Oh. Well, yeah. Obviously, when things aren't done well. I understand. Sorry, I am a bit silly-brained. Bit off the kilter. A bit. And I think I was just talking so fast, I didn't mentally register what your message was in response to, honestly. Fat crit. Perhaps. I won't deny that. But yeah. Honestly, I really do just miss my wife. Like, one of my favorite characters ever. I just want to see more of her. That's all I want. That's all I want, Mr. Rune Factory. Fuck, what is the series what is the series director? I forgot his name. Exactly. Shiro Maekawa. Go-getter Xiao Pai, true. Shiro Maekawa. Shiro Maekawa. Bring back Xiao Pai and my life is yours. Take your time. I'll be here. I'll still be here. That was close. Fuck. Okay. I think I just become so attached to a particular cast of characters, and like at that point, I really just want to see more of them. They are important to me. Sometimes that's all you want. Sometimes. That's all you gotta be, that's all you gotta need, and I am almost lost. What is this? What is this room? Oh, yeah. I don't like this mandrake. This fucked up aura mocks me. Well, poison the mandrake because fuck it, I guess. Hey, I barely touched you, okay? For the record, since we are on the subject, I do have Rune Factory as like something I can stream. The only caveat is that Rune Factory is an insanely long game. Like across the entire series, Rune Factory is a very long game, so it's something I'm gonna have to plan for. In the future, I'm not sure about right now, but in the future, if I do stream it, it's probably gonna be something where I'm gonna like stream it multiple times a week, just so I can make like actually decent progress on it. Hi, welcome back. Nice to see you. Any Rune Factory, that's what I was talking about. Like Rune Factory 4, 5, Guardians of Ozymas, or 6 when those come out. Any of those is probably going to be something, like if I'm going to stream it, probably going to like have to like plan ahead for it. Four would be fun. I would enjoy streaming 4. Again, it's just a case of like, it's such a long game that I think it would help to like stream it multiple times a week if need be, because otherwise it's gonna take a lot of playthroughs to get through it, is what I'm saying. I think it would be justified to like stream it multiple times if I go through with it, which is not in the cards right now, but it is in the cards. Oh, axe. What kind of axe? A mallet. Who can wield the mallet, though? A week where you stream normally, then a week dedicated to Rune Factory? That would be funny. Oh, hey. I could do that, honestly. Or maybe like a stretch of time dedicated to Rune Factory. I honestly could do that. That sounds fun, honestly. I might consider it. But here we are at the boss, and being at the boss means we got some preparation to do. So, first, looking at augmentations. 2 extra power points for Alice, so nothing. I could put down this. Nitori, similar thing. Actually, only 2s, so. Right. Right, so if I was going to do a time, that would work. That'd be pretty fitting. That'd be pretty fitting, methinks. So I'll consider it when we're getting close to August. I'll consider it. Okay, so actually, and no, I'm gonna switch out Marissa in the commander spot for Sakuya, actually. Alright, let's begin our first attempt. So you've come. I've been waiting for you. So one of the culprits finally makes her appearance. We finally made it here. Give it up, Yakakura Eirin. Oh? Just what am I supposed to give up? Are you seriously playing dumb after all we've gone through? It looks like she isn't just going to admit to everything. This still doesn't sit right with me. You worked so hard to help those yokai. I can't picture that you being behind the incident that targeted them. I feel the same, especially because I'm so indebted to her. I knew it. You wanted living test subjects over your medicine, didn't you? Huh? Living test subjects? Just what kind of person do you all think I am? There's nothing of that nature going on here. Then what's going on? Or are you still maybe just playing dumb? I never had any intentions to play dumb. Indeed, we're the ones behind this incident. So you've finally shown your true colors. Unbelievable. So, you guys really were behind it. Where's Kaguya at? I'm not seeing her out here. The princess is... Here I am. Sorry for the wait, Eirin. There you are. Hodes and Kaguya. You certainly took your time. What were you doing? Why no bachelorette, Else? I don't know. It sucks. Let me marry her. It took a bit to write down my password. Good grief, princess. Carefree as always, huh? Oh, the fried chicken cart operator from the rumors is here. Oh, you mean me? What rumors are you talking about? An astounding story. True for fiction. Fried chicken cart caught selling disguised Night Sparrow meat. Disguised Night Sparrow meat? That's totally baseless. Who the hell spread that around? I read it in the Bun Bun Maru newspaper. The Bun Bun Maru newspaper. That's Aya's paper. Don't me. I'm sorry. Maybe I should add fried crow to the menu. Calm down a little, Moko. Oh hey, you were in there too. Huh? The Morio Wind Priestess's real self exposed bare for the world to see? Dolls from the superhero robot series discovering her personal belongings? What? My precious secret! I really didn't want that to get out! Favorite Room Factory cast? 4, easily. It's easily 4. How'd you find out? Don't you me. Kaguya's just fucking with her. True. I'm sorry! You've all got quite the awful teamwork if you're already fighting amongst each other. You said it. I can't really argue with that. Shut up already! All you need is for you two to give yourselves up, then this is all over. Now stay still and let us capture you! Yeah, I'm not letting you get away with this. It half sounds like you're just taking your anger out on us. I've got something I need to ask first. Just why did you cause this incident? Oh my, even a witch of the forest, the magic is getting second thoughts, If you want answers, then we'll have to get them by force, just like you're all known for. Hey now, you're making it sound like I'm getting second thoughts too. In that case, we'll question you with force, just like you asked, but not quite in the way you were thinking of. Go ahead, Satori. Yes, I know. What's the matter? Again? I can't read her heart. What? Yuko aside, but can your power not read the heart of any high-rank yokai? Aren't we high-rank yokai too? No. Lady Yuko is on her own level entirely. It's no good. My heart is protected by Eirin's arts. Well, I'll admit that I'm sad to have to rely on her for it, though. Then I'll just read her heart instead. That's not happening. You, Komeiji Satori, was it? The mistress of the Palace of the Earth Spirits, who they say can read hearts. How do you know all that? Learning that is easy with my network of information. Even if you can read my heart, I've got nothing to fear if you can't disclose its contents. Just like how you're unable to now. In reality, I could use the same arts I sealed the princess's heart with, but this is the sad part of playing the foil. So, we can't take the lazy way out of this, huh? What a pain. Come on then. We'll take you on. You got it. We've got to exterminate you two anyway. There's no issue taking you out first and hearing the reason after. Agreed. Remy sent us to punish the culprits after all. I'll slice you up with knives in the mistress's stead. Tremble in fear before my weaponry. Settle my score with you here and now, Kaguya. You culprits are about to get exterminated real bad. Prepare yourselves. This'll definitely be more fun than that game. Go on then. Show me. Give me a battle I'll enjoy. Let me see the power of the Hakure Shrine Maiden. Satori's a fraud? True. Favorite bachelor and bachelor from each game, and an NPC that's not either. Okay. So from 4, my favorite bachelor is Vishnu, my favorite bachelorette is Xiaopai, obviously. NPC would probably be, Volcanon. He's funny as fuck. I love Volcanon. And then, okay, so here we are with Kaguya and Eirin. So the thing about them is that neither of them have a weakness, or like a direct elemental weakness. Instead, the main thing, so basically this is sort of a pretty honest boss. Kanon is great. Truly, he is the GOAT. But at first this seems like, yeah, so my favorite bachelor in 5 is probably, I'm not sure. I would probably say either Riker or Cecil. And then my favorite bachelorette is Beatrice. And then my favorite NPC is Elshay. Alright. Let's just play out this boss battle. This boss battle is pretty complicated with a lot of moving parts. Oh, I should get poisoned. Let's go for Lunatic Voice. We did manage to get... Okay, so I did see. We did manage to get Berserk on Kaguya, even if only for one turn. I ought to take this turn just to... Okay. Let's try Tentacle just to see how much damage Satori is capable of doing. Oh. Decrease damage taken. It's bad. I can try this though. Okay. I don't think this will work, but no. I don't think. Unless? I'm being silly by doing this, but yeah, that's fine. Healing. Okay. Let's see if we can reapply poison. Oh, okay, not this turn. Indomitable will, huh? Okay. There's a part of me that thinks maybe I should have brought Patchouli, but I do actually want Satori on the team, specifically. Okay. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, Yasuka's Divine Wind first. Luster Candy Gaming. It's big damage, but it's fine. Severe Poison. Ooh. I kind of wish it was on Eirin, but... Freeze Chase. Let's try defense up. And then... Wait, what did I have Notori do? Freeze Chase, that's right. I'm bad at remembering these things. Let's stop it. Honestly, gonna not have Alice decoy up. I'm gonna try. Gonna try for poison again. Okay, fat crit. Another fat crit. Love to see it. Three HP is crazy. Oh my god. Okay. I'm so stupid. I keep needing to remember if this is the turn where I freeze chase or not. Because it's also the turn I need to Acid Storm on. Okay. Lost magic attack up, but that's fine. Okay, big crit. Okay, as long as she's alive, it's fine. Honestly, gonna pop a Meteorama here. Gonna try for poison. Oh, another crit. No poison this time. Okay. That was okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Feel like I haven't. If I could just get lucky. If I could just get lucky, I could turn this fight around. I'm not on the worst track right now, but it could be better. That's sort of... Oh, welcome back, Del. It's okay, don't worry. But yeah. So, the reason I brought Satori on this fight is because Kaguya is startlingly weak to mind control ailments. Notably is the control ailment from which is from Satori's last word. If I could get that off, I would be able to control Kaguya for a few turns, which is huge because she has a lot of really good moves. Only problem is because it's on a last word proc. Oh boy. Okay. Yomu died and... Okay. Really just becomes a question of how far can I even take it at this point. Kaguya support? Yeah. And the thing is, the reason why I'm only attacking Eirin right now is because if Kaguya dies first, Eirin will fully revive her. So you have to take out Eirin first. She learned Whirlwind, but she's dead. That's kind of a problem, though, actually. Actually, that's really bad, because Sanai doesn't have enough... Okay. Well, looks like we'll have to try it again, because Sanai doesn't have enough MP to revive. Honestly, though, we got farther than I thought we would. So, now that we have those in mind, though, we can make a few adjustments, I think. Not sure how much. Actually, I know... Okay, so that is the human realm stance that I want to focus on, so... Okay, so then... Southwest? I mean... Yeah, I think so. Okay, yeah. And then she doesn't really need anything else. Here, I think... No, I'll keep it like this. Now here... I think it's still fine here. Double the infliction. Hell yeah. And then... I think I want it like this, yeah. Something like this. Just so... and then we hit here, actually, because... Because of Marionette Parlor. She has just one more. Well, it's fine though. For now, it's fine. similar thing here. How much does she need? She needs 9. 8. 4. More. Okay. So like this. Yeah. She needs to be constantly giving buffs, but last time she ran out of MP too quickly, so keep it like this. And okay. Giving it another try, baby. Let's go. Okay, Marionette Parar can hit everyone. That's good. That's what we want. Oh, poison on both? Okay, that's good. Love to see it. Okay, defend themselves. Kind of cringe, but it's whatever. Again, the best thing that can happen is for Satori to roll her last word. But even without, we're still going to try to keep up a formation and a strategy that can make it. That's what we're hoping for, ultimately. And White Thaumaturgy. Magic defense is so important they put it behind a spell card. It's crazy. Every time an attack lands on Satori, I'm just thinking to myself like, yeah, see, that's what I want to happen. No, no, okay. It's fine. It's fine. Again, we're not hurting without it. We're just... It'll be a complete and utter game changer if it does happen. But... Okay, lost severe poison, that's fine though. Why did that hurt Satori so much? What happened? Oh my god. It's fine. She's not dead, so that's good. As long as you don't die, that's fine with me. No last word. Damn. Fuck off with the indomitable will. Res is going to drop soon, so I'm just going to preemptively pop it. Let's try for poison again, I guess. No. Oh, there goes attack up. That's fine. You can just reapply it this turn. How much more? One more turn on human realm stance, okay? Attack up. Okay. Okay. Come on. Nah, never lucky. There goes defense up as well, so I'm gonna have to... Acid Storm is pretty good for fishing for last words because it hits both Kaguya and Eirin. Oh, it's good too. I have no clue on like the specific proc rates, especially in a boss battle for last words, but I'm really hoping I can roll it because, again, it would just make this boss battle like so much easier if I managed to roll it. Yes, I'm glad she keeps targeting Satori. It's just, it's not actually happening, so womp womp. Might as well pop White Thaumaturgy now. Let's try Exhaust. Let's see if I can proc the debuff. Alice got hers. Okay. No last word. Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, does it not refresh the status timer? No, it doesn't. Well, I mean, Sunai has tons of bombs, so it's not that big of an issue, but okay. Good to remember for next time, I guess. Let's just Acid Storm it up. No, here, like that. Okay. Acid Storm, Freeze Chase. I really am just trying to see if I can roll her last word at this point. Like, it's so poignant is the thing. It's so potent, so... I have this formation set up just so I can survive all their attacks. Otherwise not have to care about damage. But the thing is, I'm not doing damage either. Thaumaturgy. How do I keep missing? What's going on? I'm surprised Eirin hasn't gone for her spell. I guess we haven't done enough damage to justify it, but... Still surprising. I would have thought she'd done Apollo 13 by now. She hasn't even done it once yet, though. Oh, I completely forgot about Water Chase. I was too busy talking. Oh, no. Oh, Neil. Okay. It's fine. Oh, it's not fine, actually, because I can't use Marionette per hour. So that... So I gotta get her up first. Damn, Kaguya! She had like 2,000 HP in one turn. Oh my god. I don't know what that was about, but I still didn't get it. Ah, fuck. Ah, oh my god. Okay. White Thaumaturgy time, White Thaumaturgy time. Okay. Tori's gotten her last word again? God. The wrong character. I want it... I want Satori to get her last word, okay? Game? Please, if you can hear me. Other character, okay? Stop with the buffs. Do they have both buffs active? No, it's just one. Okay. I forgot that one. Let's see here. What's up? Are you towing those hoes? Depends on your definition, I guess. Oh, learned Whirlwind. Good to know. We can consistently learn that every time it happens. It's nice. I have not been getting lucky with Satori priming her last word. If I could just get it, right? If I could just get it. Oh. Ah. Never lucky. Never lucky. Come on. Just give it to me once. Just give it to me once, game. I promise I'll make good use of it. Water chase. Slash. Defense up. Stop with the dang buffs, Kaguya. Res up. I'll need res up next turn. I need res up to make sure I don't get paralyzed too, is the thing. It's important. Oh! No! Oh my god, they have both buffs active? So mean! Oh. Fuck. That feels like a slap in the dick at this point. Okay. Well, unlucky. Unlucky. Is there a way I can improve my luck, though? I don't think so, but... Actually, wait. There might be. It's okay. You will make it through, chat. I believe. We can do it. Eh. Although I wonder... Really? Come on, stop it. Maybe... You better just swap out Yomu for Marissa. Well, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well go check to see if I can... Check Korindo, because I know I got a recipe for Magic Brew, but I don't know if I can make it right now. Yeah, I can. Okay, double MP regen and 2 extra bombs, as well as 55 attack and 12 magic attack. Do I want to make that, though? Let me check. Okay, so... Carbine... That's really good, actually. Horai legging? Leg guards... Ignores defense and has a chance to inflict stun, yeah, or topple. Okay, it's not. On hit is thunder damage, resist thunder, with the land regen. Okay, it's still not. Oh, okay, so it's either the carbine for Nitori. I might, you know what? Yeah, actually, because it has a slay effect on immortals, warriors, and magicians, and it's. It'll always be funny seeing Nitori just hold up a full ass gun. That is so funny. It'll always be funny. Just have something that gives her better. Nope. She don't need that, but. Just give her extra magic defense, I think. It's fine. I wanted to have a staff just for the magic attack buff, too. So we'll have her... Yeah, we ought to have her keep the staff, and then... Augmentation. Um... That's for elemental attacks, which I don't actually need. I'm actually going to... Once again, we are going to power level the fuck out of one tree. That being the laser tree. Because of the effect at 13, which gives her a 50% damage effectiveness against giants, warriors, and magicians. And Eirin, I'm pretty sure, is the warrior, and Kaguya is a magician, so those apply. Same reason why I got the carbine for Nitori. So, if I took... No, I think I keep it this way. What I am gonna need, though, is... like that, then... I'm gonna take these out, actually. And buff her guns. Oh. No, buff her guns. Because, again, neither of them have an elemental weakness. So... probably better to focus purely on her physical attack instead. Satori's fine, Alice is whatever. I mean, okay, so... if you have extra points, you might as well put them into, like, say, a stat buff, just so they get some extra stats during combat. No reason not to, if they still have some remaining over. We got a very funky setup going into this, but sometimes for boss fights like these, you need to be a bit silly and out of the box with your ideas. And if that's what it takes, well, by golly darn it, that's just what we're gonna have to do, isn't it? Okay. So, oh yeah, reduce magic damage. Although, it's not necessary, because Marionette Parar. Okay. Back into Iente we go. Alright. Nope. Poison. Actually, hang on. What I could do is... okay, let's do some set play. And then... fat damage already. Okay. I'm liking what I'm seeing already. Okay. 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 Already off to a much better start. Okay. Spitfire. Riz up. Res up. Defense is fine for now due to Marinette Pardar, but it doesn't block status effects, so that will be important. The fact that they're doing like 200, 300 damage, even with the defense buff they have, is crazy. That's crazy, honestly. Alright, last thing is defense up, right. Fuck off with your indomitable will. Then last on the list is White Thaumaturgy. Alright. Oh, Yasuka's Divine Wind. Oh, I thought we could get a last word troop. Oh man, we keep getting all the last words except Satori's. Like, does the game know? Does the game know how busted it would be if we had it? Yeah, I'll do it like this. Yasuka's Divine Wind stacks with the other buffs, so even if we lose one, that's fine, because everything else will be buffed up. Luster Candy. Hell yeah. Go ahead and heal. It doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Actually don't care. It lasts for 12 turns too, so you got a good while of Luster Candy. Big damage. Oh my god, yes! Yes! Nitori! That's why she's the GOAT! Yes! Beautiful fucking damage. Yes. Marinette Parar? Oh baby, you already know. Oh? Oh. I guess that's already didn't learn it that time. Oh, whatever. Okay, it's fine. Honestly, this pattern alone is... The main thing is I gotta make sure I kill Eirin first. Gotta make sure she dies before Kaguya does, which should be possible, which we should be able to do because of Nitori. Let's Spitfire here. Alright. We're doing so well. We are doing so well. It's actually crazy. Erin's almost dead. She's practically dead at this point. Unless Kaguya heals, but I don't think she outspeeds anyone who can kill her this turn. So I think this is it. That's it for Eirin. Let's just pop, res up. Yep, that's it. See ya, Eirin. Alright, now it's just Kaguya. Everlasting. That's right! When she gets to low HP, she'll fully heal herself and Eirin if Erin's still alive. However... Sad for you, Kaguya. Uh-oh, Kaguya. Yeah, she has a decent amount of health, but we are just tearing through it. Oh. Nice zeros across the board, nerd. Kaguya's screaming, help me, help Tosca Daddy! But she's already on the floor dead. She's already dead. Sorry, Kaguya ain't here. Eirin ain't here to help out. We already fucked her up. Yeah, we're good on buffs. So... just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep it going. Nice zeros across the board. When did Tori's magic defense run out? Oh. We already ran out of it. I just didn't notice. Oh, right, because of the... Okay, yeah, I forgot. Alright, White Thaumaturgy back. We're doing so much damage every turn, and she's just spamming her spell cards at this point. She's just spamming her spell cards because she knows. She knows. She's cooked. She's fucked. It's over. Pack it up. GG's. This is it. This is the run. We didn't even need control. Satori hasn't rolled her last word in the entire time, and Notori's rolled hers like 3 times. Satori hasn't. But we don't even need it. We don't even need it. I was going into this fight fully expecting to have to like re-roll constantly to try to get the control just to like turn the fight in our favor, but no. I don't even because we do that much damage. That much damage that it don't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Marissa and Notori really are carrying everything right now. Oh, Mental Blast. Alright, Notori is paralyzed, but that is okay. We're chilling. We're big chilling. In fact, it doesn't even matter. I'm going to Final Spark. Just to flex. Just to flex, we're going to Final Spark. Never mind. Satori stole the kill. Which is perfectly fine by me. Because even though she didn't get her last word, she still contributed hell a lot. Oh, hey, speaking of, the achievement name is Help Me, Eirin. We didn't even need Sakuya. I got Sakuya in because I wanted extra infliction in case we got the last word, and I wanted to make sure it got off, but it didn't even matter. That settles that. Eirin, Kaguya, we beat you. You know, we lost. Oh, well isn't that a straightforward admittance? Keep that straightforward attitude up and stop the incident. That can't happen. Huh? What's your deal? Come on, don't be stubborn. What do you mean by can't? Because we're not the ones who caused it. Huh? What are you saying? You just said we're the ones behind the incident. Sorry, That was just a show we put on. Why would you... Is this true, Satori? It appears so. I can only read Eirin's heart, but regardless... You're still keeping your heart closed? Well, that's not my fault. Eirin's arts are still active after all. A show. Huh. Why don't you tell us then? Why did you do something so incomprehensible? Well, you see, we were waiting for you, Reimu. For me? What's this all about? Let me explain from the beginning. As you've correctly surmised, this mist makeup resembles the princess's power of Hodai. However, the power of Hodai is one of a kind. It's absolutely unthinkable that there'd be someone else with the same power. So that means that the culprit just has a similar power then? That's one possibility. The problem is the other possibility. The other possibility? Let's say that someone else with the power of Hodai really does exist. That can only mean one thing. Just what would it mean? That the culprit could be a Lunarian. That's why we couldn't act without caution. Oh yeah, you guys came here to escape from the Lunarians, huh? So the solution we thought of was you, Reimu. I think I see what you're getting at, though I'd rather I didn't. We'll get the Hakurei Shrine Maiden, the Incident Resolution Specialist, to act for us. You two aren't any different from Yukari in the end, huh? But in that case, there wasn't any need to fight us, was there? No, not in particular. But, hypothetically, you could end up having to fight the supposed Lunarian in our place, so we wanted to test the Hakurei Shrine's Maiden's power once more. And with that, I've explained the meaning behind our show. Jeez, what a pain in the neck! Sorry. But, this play actually had another goal. Another goal? Our fight might just be able to draw out a real enemy, don't you think? Just like this! Huh? Crap! Gone already. We have to keep our guards up. What? Was someone in there? Were those two... Most likely. New enemies on the scene, eh? So that means... Kaguya wasn't behind this after all. This was all a waste of effort. I'm exhausted. I know you're tired, Reimu, but could I ask you to take care of this? No need. I'll find those despicable peeping toms and chase them to the ends of the earth to exterminate them. But you know, sure, we'll say that you owe me for this. Thank you. By the way, you go with them too, Moko. What? You've got to be out of your mind. Why would I ever listen to a request from... And how's that a by the way? If this is related to the power of Hoye, then you're not exactly unrelated, are you? But luckily, you have no direct connection to the moon, and act as her representative of Hodai and go learn about our enemy. I'd like to ask for your assistance too, Moko. Fine. I'll go. Thank you, Moko. This is an issue, though. If Ante was a dead end, we're back at square one yet again. Just where is the culprit hiding? We're not quite at square one, Sanae. There's no need to overthink it, is there? What do you mean? We've checked out a lot of Gensokyo so far, right? So that means... we can proceed via a process of elimination, correct? Come on, don't steal the good part! I see. That does make sense. So if we're looking for someone new, that would mean Yokai Mountain. That's the only place I believe. I thought it was unlikely. I can't believe Yokai Mountain is a viable candidate now. Lunarians, Tenshi, Suika, Kanako, and Suwako, the Tengu, and the Kappa. I don't know who the culprit is, but it looks like we've got no choice but to visit Yokai Mountain. Only a few areas? Fair. We also got to remember, this came out when Touhou 12 was the latest game. So, there's still like... So, we still haven't seen a lot. Or, quite a bit. There's still a few areas we haven't seen yet. Or, that didn't exist back then, I should say. Come now. Surely Lady Kanako and Lady Suwako aren't our culprits. We've come far enough that we can't rule that out. This is the only place left to look. And knowing how those two are, they could be deceiving you. And I suppose that means the Tengu could be too. Yeah, or the Kappa. Regardless, the point is that we'll find the truth at Yokai Mountain, right? That's right. Let's go, everyone. Onward to Yokai Mountain. It's just like you said. We can't underestimate them. See? I told you. It looks like we'll have to make a move. Indeed. We'll make the residents of Gensokyo aware. aware of just how powerful we are. Whatever you say. Let's see what Akio is up to real quick. Master of Eternity and the Instantaneous controls 5 to 9 treasures. There's the prodigy when it comes to magic and archery. Okay, cool. Whatever you say, nerd. Yeah, exactly. Okay. More weapons. I just saw assault rifle in there. I definitely saw assault rifle in there. Corin, can you manufacture me a fucking assault rifle? I'd really appreciate it. Incredible. But yeah. Alright. Where is Yokai Mountain again? It is... actually... I'm just... actually, hang on. Let's roll on the Hakure Shrine. Nope. Okay, whatever. Anyways. Yokai Mountain is up to the north. And the reason I want to go there first is just to get the intro cutscene because we got a special someone. Head in. We made it to Yokai Mountain. This place is needlessly tall as always. I'm getting a little sick of climbing it. I'm totally used to it. Same here. At least the trip down's easy, Reimu. You don't need stamina for the river after all. Don't go lumping me in with you, Kappa. Oh my, you're all... Who's... I think they mean who's there? They can fly, yeah. Well, it's Byakuren. Oh, it's... Well, if it ain't Byakuren, what are you doing here? I've come to Yokai Mountain for some business at the Moria Shrine. Oh, you've got business at my place? Oh my, you're here too, Sanae? Yes, I am. What business is your trip for? It's regarding the mist incident. The incident? You're all acquainted with the effect this mist has, aren't you? The yokai of Gensokyo are being made to suffer, and I can't sit on the sidelines and watch. Therefore, I've come to Yokai Mountain in order to put an end to this incident. So, if you're heading for the Moria Shrine, that means you've deduced the culprit is there too. Is that correct? No, that's not actually the case. I've got a general grasp of the incident, yes. However, I've been unable to pinpoint where the mist is originating from. In order to find out, I wanted to visit Yokai Mountain. Not only because it's got the highest view in Gensokyo, but also to ask the advice of its gods. That's why I've come here to the mountain. Yijiri Byakuren. I've heard she's a fellow witch. She made it quite far on her own. I'm quite impressed. I see. So your goal is the same as ours then? Exactly. Well, I guess we're here for extermination as well as investigation, but still. Oh my, you too? Of course! Resolving incidents is the Hakure Shrine Main's job, after all. You didn't even want to leave the shrine at first. If our goals are the same, why not make our trip together? The more the merrier, surely. Why don't we take her up on that, Reimu? I think she'd be a good ally to have. I agree. We still don't know the culprit's identity, so we can't be too prepared when it comes to battle. Okay, I don't mind. We've got a big crowd at this point anyway. 10 more allies, 100 more, it barely even matters. No, I think 100 more would probably matter. Then I look forward to our time together, everyone. Right. Let's go give Yokai Mountain a thorough search then. We have the final party member for the main section of the story, Byakuren Hijiri. And she's a pretty interesting character. Well, I say interesting, but it's more so that she's sort of a combination of a lot of characters. Byakuren specializes in light and dark magic, and as well, she can inflict debuffs and permanent status effects like Berserk, Control, and even Petrify, if I remember correctly. If we look at her augmentations, she can improve her buffs, her ability to inflict status effects, her general MP, and her general speed and cooldowns. Byakuren is a support type whose specialty is the fact that she's one of the only characters who can do all these things at the same time. And she's pretty useful because of that. In general, she got strong magic, debuffs, and status effects. The main caveat being that she has no way of dealing physical damage at all. But again, if you're using someone like Byakurin, you probably have someone who could deal physical damage. But we'll specialize Byakurin and climb Yokai Mountain next time. So, it's been a long stream. Sorry, a bit late, but we made it quite far, actually. But yeah, thank you so much all for watching, and I'll see you all next time, which will be next Tuesday. But also, before you leave, keep an eye out on my schedule, on the schedule post, either tomorrow or on Monday, because there's going to be an extra special event that you'll discover there. And I just want you guys to be excited for when that is. Alright. With that, now we can properly say goodbye. I'll see you all next time. Thank you, and I love you.